Hey there, my Scorpios. This is your May 2020 general reading. Remember, not everything I say is going to resonate with everyone, so take what does and what doesn't, just throw it out. I hope all is well, and I'd like to thank everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, so Scorpio, I was recording your reading earlier, and then my camera was totally not recording, so let's start over. I hate when that happens. All right, so Scorpio, I feel like in the month of May, you're going to really be focused on your security because you have the base chakra and you have the focus right here. I feel like you're really focused on your security and you have a lot of focus on I'm getting fear. There's some fear about your security this month because there are some financial changes that are going to be happening, but you're really focused maybe a little too much on your base chakra, this root chakra right here. I'm kind of feeling like as if it was like this. A little, just a lot of maybe some fear of what's going to happen next. We have Hand of Cards right here. And that tells me that you're probably thinking of taking some type of risk of some sort. But Spirit is telling you to choose wisely, like right here, because you have the Choose Wisely card. And this has the creation right here. So I feel as if you're trying to create something, maybe a new situation, a new job. Maybe you're looking into entrepreneurship. But Spirit is really telling you to make sure that you're choosing wisely and you're choosing out of love, like something you want to do. Make sure you're not choosing based off the money. Make sure you're choosing out of desire and what you not really desire, but out of passion, something you really love. Because I have Cupid's arrow right here. So it talks about how love is coming. But I really feel like since it's underneath here, the creation and choose wisely, it's just making sure that you're shooting towards this arrow. You're shooting towards what you love, what you want to do. Because we also have bring love in this situation right here. And this is just making me think that you really do need to focus on something that you love. And that will help you make a better decision on what you want to do. Now, your challenge right here is emotional withdrawal and will. I feel as if maybe your will is going to be tested this month, but don't be scared. I feel as if you're going to be kind of withdrawing to yourself in the month of May. Just really trying to be a little more private and working things out on your own. Because I feel as if your will is definitely going to be, tested this month. And I'm saying this because we have the financial and material changes, but I don't want you to get scared. Don't get scared. Spirit is just saying, make sure that you're really paying attention to your finances and you're not spending more than what you need right now in May. Because you have the balance underneath here. You're really going to need to find some balance there because there's some changes coming for you. But the changes are always for the better and for the good, even though they don't feel that way at the time. Also, we have axe separation. So I feel like with this axe right here, it's the need for you to really cut out certain things. Maybe excessive spending or what you normally spend on. You're going to have to need to cut things out. That's what I'm getting from this card right here. And then you have the Ring of Keys right here. This just tells me I'm just really getting, options, many options, just choosing what you want to do. You're still trying to find what you want to do. And I feel like you will. Just make sure you're doing it based off of what you love. Make sure it's coming from that heart chakra right there. Now, I already shuffled because I recorded your video. Well, I thought I was recording your video earlier and it wasn't even recording. So this is the card that came out for you from my Butterfly Oracle deck. Healing from the past. It's going to be a time that you'll really be healing from the past. With this withdrawal energy right here, you're really going to be taking a step back and going into yourself, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. Also, we have, for your tea leaf, we have dagger, intense worries, fear, tense situations. We have heartache over what you no longer have. And then lighthearted, carefree time. So, okay. Like I said, don't worry when you see these cards, because I've seen these cards in my own readings for myself. And with this intense fear and worry, tense situation, there's going to be a situation that's going to probably freak you out, but it's really not as bad as what you're going to make it seem. I had a situation where I totally freaked out and I didn't know what I was going to do. Oh my God, where am I going to get the money from? And it all worked out perfectly fine. I actually stressed myself out for a couple of weeks over really nothing when it totally worked out. So I feel like that's what you're going to go through in May. Do not freak out. It's going to be okay. You're going to make it way worse than it really is, the way it appears, if you start freaking out. Because I've been through this. And then the heartache over what you no longer have. I've had this card in my own readings for myself. And yes, certain things, there might be a relationship that might end, but it's for the better. There might be some opportunity that you felt like, you missed it, or something that's going to hurt you to your heart. But trust me, it's going to be for the better. I've had this situation where I had a friendship that ended up, going down south or whatever. And now looking back on it, it was better. It had to be cut out of my life. That person needed to be cut out of my life. So whatever you do, don't freak out. Make sure that you're making time to have a lighthearted, carefree time this month. Make sure you're doing a lot of self-care. And, positive affirmations. Say stuff to yourself like, I deserve to feel joy. I deserve to be happy every morning. And do your meditations. You're going to be perfectly fine. Also, we have balance, spirituality, and practicality. For some of you, you may be getting into spirituality and might be trying to buy a bunch of stuff like I did. Make sure you're not doing that in the month of May. Make sure you're not buying a bunch of crystals and things and just excessive amount of sage sticks and candles and all this stuff. Don't do that, because really, when it comes to manifesting things you want in your life, all you need is you. You really do. You don't need all that excessive stuff. So May's not the time to really be spending on a bunch of crazy stuff. Make sure you're being very practical in May. Now, this is really interesting because we have love and we have observe. So I feel as if someone is, in the month of May, definitely is watching you and observing you. And they want to get back in contact with you. Definitely. Someone wants to get back in contact with you. Now, I say this because when I was shuffling your cards earlier, we have reconciliation right here. So someone from your past is going to be popping their head back up in May. And we have romantic feelings. And I feel like this person may be an ex or something. Someone you had a formal relationship with. And it's saying that, your romantic feelings are worth exploring. But hold on a minute, because there's control issues here. So Spirit is saying you need to let go of control issues. Now, it's funny because I'm getting a message for two different groups, okay? There's someone that's trying to come back in, but you do not need to take them back, for a certain group of you. And you'll know what group you are, because when I was shuffling your cards, you got this Toni Braxton song. For those of you who don't know that I read with music, I do. The song is called Do It by Toni Braxton. It's one of her new songs that came out. And Spirit is saying that they're not going to change, basically. Like, you do not need to take them back. If this person is showing back up and they've had a bunch of bad habits or whatever, Spirit is saying that if you take them back, they're going to be the same. Definitely. So I really feel strongly about that card right here. And there's another half of you that someone new is coming in. And the romantic feelings are really worth exploring, but you're going to need to let go of control issues. Definitely. And I feel like this new person right here that's coming in is not an ex that's coming in. This is someone different that's coming in for this group. But the people who have like exes coming back and they've had a reputation of being toxic or cheating or doing other stupid behavior, Spirit is saying do not take them back at all. Can't be any more clearer. And then we have Post Malone's Fall Apart. I need to redo this card back in black. But I feel like this song right here, this Post Malone song, I Fall Apart, I feel like you're definitely going to be going through it in May, but please, just, it's going to pass. It's really going to pass. Don't be scared, because I've been through it too. It's all for our spiritual growth. But I feel like there's going to be a point where you just feel like you've given it all with something, and, you know, it all kind of fell apart. Like you feel like you're going to be falling apart, but you're not. Don't fall apart. Withdraw if you need to. Take a deep breath. It's going to pass and it's going to work out. Stay in there. Please stay in there. Trust me, I've been through it. Woo, I've been through it. All right. Our closing message is a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So, someone has a deceased loved one that's coming through, basically, and letting you know that they love you, and you know they're always looking after you. You'll know who this is. That, you know, your love fills them with light, that you're safe, that you're going to be okay. They're sending love to you. This could be anybody who has passed on that you've been close to. I love this. This is a beautiful message. A grandma. I'm getting grandma for some reason. Grandparents. Why am I hearing grandparents? I don't know. For some of you, it's going to be a grandma. I'm getting a grandma. Yeah, definitely an elderly woman for some of you. But, all right. I hope this message helped you out with something. If you like this reading, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.